Sunrise, Florida, at the Emirates Bank Arena. If the Florida Panthers win today, they move on to the Eastern Conference Final for the second year in a row. If Boston wins, we go back to TD Garden for a Game 6. And welcome in, everyone. It is 0-0 as we're about to start the first period here in Sunrise, Florida. As the Eastern Conference semifinals, Florida leads the series 3-1. If Florida wins tonight, they're moving on to the Eastern Conference Final for the second year in a row. And this is their third straight second round appearance, and they're looking to advance out of those 2 out of 3 times. If not, Boston will go back to TD Garden for a Game 6. Boston was up 2-0 in Game 4. Then Florida, on a controversial tying goal, seemed like a goaltender interference. They deemed it was not. And that's how the Panthers won game number 4, 3-2. As that was the final score after Game 4. Brad Marchand is out for the Bruins for Game 5, their captain, and he's not going to play in tonight's game. As tonight's officials are Kyle Remen, Steve Kazari, John McIsaac, I believe he's the standby official, Steve Barton, Jesse Marquez, and Kyle Flemington are the lines persons, and the video judge is Sal Romano. That's Game 5. The players onto the ice at Emirates Bank Arena at Sunrise, Florida. Boston is looking to keep their season alive and send it back to Boston. It was just terrible how this happened. Game 4. Boston blew a 2-0 lead, and they won it 3-2, and Florida has a chance to do the exact same thing that they did to these Boston Bruins last year, eliminate them for the second year in a row. Florida is looking to do it. They've already won one in this series at home. They're looking to win another one. Boston, one game won. They haven't been able to win a game since. Can they pull it off here in game number 5? We will see, as the anthems would shortly begin. And let's listen in.
Through the night.
5 is about to start. It is about to start here in Sunrise, Florida. Game 5. Florida wins. They move on to the conference final. Bobrovsky's in net, a .892 save percentage, 19 wins over the last 2 playoffs, leads the NHL, a 7-2 record and a 2.55 goals against average in this postseason. On the other side, Jeremy Swayman. He's 5-2 in his first 7, and the last 3 is 0-3. His save percentage was .875 in the last 3. Goals against average is a 4.57. It is incredible how far it has gone for Jeremy Swayman on how good he was in the save percentage, and his team was too. We will see what will happen in game number 5 as the Boston Bruins are facing elimination for the first time in this postseason, as McAvoy will play it off the boards as game 5 is commenced. Stolarz lost a puck. Oh, Mikkola, my apologies. Mikkola had it, lost it. Taken away by Heinen. Heinen sends it in deep. Played by Bobrovsky. Mikkola in the corner turned it over. Heinen trying to get to the loose puck, but Tkachuk is there first. Bennett looking to move it up off of skates. Mikkola starts the breakout for the Panthers. Through center, Montour sends it in from the red line. McAvoy. And Florida has the pressure here. Tkachuk got tripped up in the process. No penalty. Bennett behind the net. Verhaeghe lost the puck, but it's back to Bennett again in the corner. But it's cleared out of the zone off a poke. Heinen behind the puck. And then he gets it and sends it in deep into the Florida zone. Bobrovsky out to play it 50 seconds in to game number 5. Off the boards. He got stuck there, and it's taken away by Brazeau. Justin Brazeau trying to get through, and he was taken away there by the defense of the Panthers. Brazeau behind the net. And he got checked there by Barkov and taken away by Ekblad, but he's getting pressured there by Brazeau, but Ekblad looks to clear, and he does, all the way down for an icing. And our first whistle of the game, 1:14 into the first. Florida leads the series 3-1. Jim Montgomery is 0-25. Series record when trailing 3-1. Actually, that's Boston in all their time ever. They have not won a single series after being down 3-1 in Boston Bruins' 100 years existence. Off the boards, taken away. Shot by Reinhart was wide. DeBrusk takes it away. Lindholm looking to move it up. Lindholm, a stretch pass for Pasternak that couldn't connect, but Bobrovsky out to play it again. Ekblad looking to move it up for the Panthers, and that pass was out of Tarasenko's reach, and another icing on the Panthers. That pass was intended from Barkov to Tarasenko, but just couldn't made the mark. 0-0, still in the early stages of the first period. Not even 2 minutes in. Florida looking to eliminate the Boston Bruins once again in the postseason. If they do so, they're going back to the conference final. Shot saved by Bobrovsky. I believe that's her first shot on goal in this game. And Boston looking to try to make this a series again, maybe. Shots on goal on your screen. 1-0 favoring the Bruins. Off the faceoff, won by the Panthers on the defensive zone faceoff. Ekman Larson looking to move it up. Bouncing puck to center. Trying to get through the D is Lundell. Lundell behind the net, trying to send it out in front. Rodriguez gets to the puck, sends it back to the point. Across for Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson across. Shot through traffic. It was blocked out in front. And it's cleared out of the zone by the Bruins. Luostarinen looking to send that back in, but Van Riemsdyk pressuring him along the boards. Brazeau gets it back for the Bruins, and they'll reset in their own zone. Tipped into the zone, so no icing on the Bruins. Ekman Larson out to play it. Behind the net. Looking to move it up as he gives it to Mikkola off the boards. Deflected in his skates was Agaposo. And that's sent deep by Boston. Held in off a clearing attempt by Florida. Lauko held it in. And on the second try, Florida, they're trying to clear it. McAvoy the shot, and a save from the point. Lindholm near the boards. Lindholm holds up. Lindholm still has the puck. Got a little bit checked there. Poke checked. And it's held in by Lauko once again. A shot deflected just wide of the net. Near the half boards. McAvoy in the corner. Sends it out in front. Lauko tried to send it across for Lindholm, who was deflected on the way there. Beecher the shot. Where did that go? It went to the corner. McAvoy behind the net, Maroon, and then he turns it over to Stenlund. And now it's sent deep. That's going to be another icing on the Bruins, or on the Florida Panthers. So a good offensive shift there for the Bruins, as they have a 2-1 shot advantage. As Florida has registered a shot in this game. But good pressure by the Bruins. They hold it up here. Off the face-off. There's tired Panthers off there off the icing. Geeky. Pressure near the half boards. Pressured again. Stenlund can't clear it. Shot wide of the net. Witherspoon, and that's going to be covered. With 16:39 left to go. Almost 4 minutes in to game number 5. Still no score. As Boston right there could have had a great chance. Lauko trying to send it for Lindholm, and it was just deflected off the defender's stick. And off the faceoffs, one here by Frederick. The shot went to the boards. It was blocked out in front. Heinen with the puck, trying to leave it in front of the slot. Coyle got tangled up with Frederick. Frederick gets the puck now. Frederick trying to leave it for Carlo, and not on the same page. Carlo resets it. This is off the boards. Coyle moves it in, trying to drop pass it. Sends it across for Witherspoon. Witherspoon gives it for Carlo. Carlo, the shot! Save. It's still loose. And it's taken away by the Panthers into half boards. Barkov can't clear it, but then on the second attempt they can. Here comes Sam Reinhart trying to get to the D. But it's taken away by Swayman. He plays it. And Florida trying to keep it in as Heinen was pressured. Carlo's getting pressured in the corner. And it's cleared out of the zone. No icing, as they say, it was deflected. As Kulikov gets pressured by Geeky behind the net. But taken away by Ekman Larson. He's looking to move it up for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe flips it out of the zone. Taken away at center. Almost stolen away there by Tkachuk. McAvoy pressured, but he moves it up nicely. But Florida sends it back in from center ice. McAvoy getting pressured. Taken away by Geeky. Morgan Geeky trying to get the first goal for Boston. Morgan Geeky with the puck. Geeky will send it down low. McAvoy at the point. The shot just went wide of the net. Out in front, a backhand scores! Morgan Geeky! 1-0 Boston. A big goal for the Boston Bruins. And they have a 1-0 lead on a nice move. And a nice dangle out in front by Morgan Geeky. Holy moly, was this a good goal. A nice move, a nice pass behind the net by DeBrusk. And what a nice move there by Morgan Geeky. And the Bruins, 5 minutes into Game 5, have a 1-0 lead here in Game 5. As Boston looking to take this one here in Florida to send it back to Game 6 in TD Garden. They've lost the 2 in TD Garden in the series, Game 3 and 4. Sent in near the boards, up in the air. Boston looking to make it a 2-0 lead early on. And in front, deflection save by Bobrovsky. 5 minutes exactly into the period, and a little bit of pushing and shoving from Mikkola and Brazeau. What a move by Morgan Geeky. Wow, what a move. That is such a nice move. That is dirty right there. That is dirty. Pretty dirty. So 1-0 Boston, the second of the series for Morgan Geeky, his fourth of the playoffs, has Boston up 1-0. May I remind you, Game 2 was up 1-0 Boston Then Florida scored 6 unanswered to win it 6-1 in Game 2. Florida scored first in Game 1 and then gave up 5. This series has been really weird with scoring first. Luostarinen had the puck lost and it's sent back in by Mikkola. Or Montour, my apologies. Lohrei behind the net trying to move it up for the Bruins. Near the boards, it's tangled up. Near the blue line, it comes out. Bennett. Or Okposo, my apologies. Okposo pressured and is taken away here. Lohrei with the puck through center. Sends it across for Beecher, trying to get the return pass for Lohrei. Kulikov got hit there behind the net. Lauko with the puck. The shots are 6-1, favoring the Bruins. In the corner, Ekman-Larsson takes it away. Ekman-Larsson flips it out of his own zone. Bouncing puck at center, taken away here by Lauko, but turned over to the Panthers right away. Here come the Panthers moving into the zone. Okposo trying to send it out in front. Got pressured, sends it back to the point, but it's not held in by Ekblad, and it comes out of the zone. Off the boards, it's taken away here by Stenlund. Stenlund trying to move it in for Lawrence. Lawrence sends it deep into the zone, into the corner. Taken away here by Boston momentarily, but held in by Florida. Ekblad couldn't hold it in, and that's going to be a penalty on the Bruins, I believe. I believe Boston has taken a penalty here. And they're going to be down a man. My apologies here. My feed is glitching right now at the moment. I'm trying to get that fixed, so a little bit of delay here. As I believe we're going to commercial anyways. I believe Coyle took the penalty. And we're going to have a 1-0 lead for Boston and a power play for Florida. We'll be back with more after this as Morgan Geekie has the Boston Bruins up 1-0 in game number 5.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
We're back in Florida. 1-0 lead for Boston, but they're going to be on the penalty kill here. As off the faceoffs won here by the Boston Bruins, and it's cleared out of the zone. The penalty kill for the Bruins on the road, or in this series, is 15 for 21. Going to kill off more than that. They let up 4 power play goals in game number 3. They let a power play goal here in game number 2. They allowed a power play goal in game 4 as well. Verhaeghe rims it around behind the net, but cleared out of the zone by Boston once again with 13 minutes left to go, exactly in the first period. As the penalty kill line for the Bruins comes off the ice. A new one out there, but Barkov moves it up. It still is a power play unit. The top one for the Panthers, but it's offside as someone got taken down. I believe it was Brandon Montour, and he looks like he's trying to... It stings. It stings for him. A 6 out of 21 this series. scored power play goal in each of the last 3 games is Florida. Florida looking to do a power play goal here to try to tie Game 5. Boston looking to maybe get a shorthanded goal. That has not happened in this series. The only shorthanded goal that's happened was for Florida in game number 2, when Brandon Montour scored that one shorthanded, as Tkachuk will leave it for Verhaeghe, as this power play unit has not set up here for the Panthers. Montour moves it in. Montour, the shot off the outside of the net. Bouncing puck, and it goes out of play into the netting with 12:25 left to go, and a hit there at the end by Montour. With 53 seconds to go on the power play for the Panthers, nothing has developed. $12:25 left to go here in the first. Lundell will look to take the face-off. He does. He wins it. Ekman-Larsson across back to Bennett. And Ekman-Larsson's pass from the return from Bennett was intercepted, but Lundell will send it back in from center. Near the boards, it's cleared out of the zone by Boston. Florida takes it away. Ekman-Larsson behind his own net with 30 seconds to go in the power play. Sends it in from center. Rimmed it around. And it's taken away again. Carlo deflected it, and it's out of the zone. This power play has been nothing much here for the Panthers. They haven't been able to get set up at all. Bennett will send it in. He rims it around with 10 seconds to go. Behind the net. Bruins looking to clear it. They do. And that should kill out the remaining power play time here, as the Panthers will go 0 for 1 on the night. Only a shot on goal on that power play for the Panthers, as it's 5-on-5 again. Rimmed around, 1-0 Boston in Game 5, an elimination game. To the front of the net, a bouncing puck is taken away by David Pastrnak through center. He moves in. Pastrnak lost the handle of the puck, and it's taken away here by Florida, but almost getting pressured was Ekblad, out of the reach of Luostarinen. And Peak will bank it off the boards behind the net, but turns it over instead. Shots are 6-2, favoring the Bruins. Can't clear it is Boston. Geeky now can clear it. But a re-entrance here by Florida. Stenlund across, a lot open room, a shot deflected just wide. A bouncing puck comes back to the point. Kulikov will rim it around. Peak will get to the puck behind the net. And Geeky off a nice feed from Peak to move it up. Geeky has the only goal here in game number 5, as we're almost halfway through game number 5. Mikkola between the circles. Ekblad getting pressured. Ekblad looking to move it up, and he does. Bouncing puck. It's taken away here by Lauka, who will send it in from the blue line. It's 1-0 Boston. Rimmed around. Maroon trying to pressure. He gets the puck. Coyle trying to get to it. Mikkola got hit there near the boards hard. No penalty. Mikkola behind the net. Coyle takes him down a little bit there. No penalty as well. Shot went wide of the net. Caromed off the backboards. Maroon to Coyle behind the net. Coyle in the corner now. Less than 10 minutes left to go in the first period in Game 5, as the Boston Bruins are up 1-0 and out shooting the Panthers 7-2. Maroon gives it. Van Riemsdyk to the point. McAvoy, the shot saved by Bobrovsky. Rebound, and they blow the play dead. For some odd reason, Bobrovsky was way out to challenge that, and they blew the dead. They blew that play dead, and McAvoy and Maroon want an explanation on that. Did Florida just dodge a bullet right there? That hit the shoulder. He went down, and they said that was enough to warn a whistle. Another controversial call against the Bruins. 1-0 Boston. Morgan Geeky with the goal. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
Back in Florida, Sunrise, and 1-0 Boston. A controversial goal. Bennett pushed Coyle into the net on Swayman. They said that was a good goal according to the official rules of the NHL. My apologies again. My stream is acting up once again, which is really annoying. With 9:37 left to go here. I apologize again. It is being weird for some odd reason. If it freezes during our play, I apologize. Pastrnak is taken away here by Florida. Tarasenko with the puck. Tarasenko trying to move it up. Tarasenko sent it in from center. Behind the net, Swayman. Swayman turns it over. Barkov to Reinhart from a tough angle. Barkov behind the net. Lost the handle off a poke check. And it's flipped out of the zone. Boston clears it. Shots are 8-2 favoring the Bruins here. Behind the net. It's in the corner. Forsling trying to get it. Ekblad getting pressured by Brazeau. Brazeau trying to get the puck. Ekblad got taken down. They said no penalty. And Forsling will try to move it up with 9 minutes to go in the first period here. Shot saved by Swayman. That's the third shot for the Panthers here in this first period. Lindholm will send it in deep off the shaft of Bobrovsky's stick. And it's cleared out of the zone. McAvoy has the puck at center. Trying to move it in. Gives it. A return pass back to McAvoy. He has an assist and 2 shots so far in the game, and he's almost up to 5 minutes of ice time here in game number 5. Turned over. Verhaeghe trying to lay a hit there on Wotherspoon, and he did. Bennett lost the puck. Wotherspoon is down. McAvoy's down. My apologies. McAvoy was down for a little bit. Looked like he might have gotten high stick. He's getting pressure near the boards. Florida is a really aggressive team and a hard-hitting team. Taken down. Wotherspoon took him down behind the net. Florida, one of the Florida players got taken down behind the net. Montour pressured Frederick. And now Verhaeghe leaves it. He gets it back, and then he sends it in from center. 7:50 left to go here. A nice hit there in the corner. Taken away. Geekie couldn't clear it, but it's not held in by Florida. They got to touch up with 7:40 left to go here in the first period of 1-0 Boston. Laurie behind the net. Trying to move it up. A stretch pass. Couldn't go. Here comes Pastrnak with a lot of open room. Pasternak's in! Saved by Bobrovsky. Bouncing puck taken away here. A nice save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Lundell will send it in deep. Shots are 9-3 favoring the Bruins. Geekie can't clear it. To the front, Rodriguez. And then a try for Lusterin, and he gets it back. Back to the point. Ekblad holds up. Patience for Ekblad. A nice move. Trying to make another nice move, and he could not. DeBrusk will look to clear it. Pastrnak, a potential 2-on-2 moving in. Pastrnak, a nice move. Pastrnak, the shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. Only a goal in the series for Pastrnak, and he almost got one there. A great stop by Sergei Bobrovsky. And that's the 10th shot for the Bruins in this first period. A nice hit there at center. Peak got hit there in the collision. Behind the net, Maroon. Maroon will send it back to Peak at the point. Peak will let it go all the way around. Back to the point. Lindholm across. Peak, the shot deflected to the corner. Ekman Larson takes it away with 6:27 left to go. A nice hit there on the glass and an icing with 6:22 left to go in the first. So it's a 10-2 right now at the moment, favoring the Boston Bruins. Or I believe it's 10-3, my apologies. So Florida does register a shot on goal. They had fewer than 20 shots in 3 straight games for the Boston Bruins. They're halfway there. McAvoy, the shot! Saved by Bobrovsky. That's their 11th shot of the period. Sent in. This reminds me of the Dallas-Colorado game, only if Colorado was still in it but not playing as good as they usually are. Centering pass couldn't connect. Brazeau takes it away, and he clears it off the boards. Montour reset for Mikkola. Mikkola back to Montour through the skates. Tkachuk and Brazeau got hit there nicely at the blue line. Boston looking to clear it on the backhand, and they will. Brazeau takes it away onside, drop pass. Got it back, Brazeau trying to make a move. Heinen gets it back in the corner. Heinen pressured by Montour, and it's cleared. Will that be an icing? I believe so. Yes, it will. With 5:31 left to go in the first. (11-3), the shots favoring the Boston Bruins. 5:31 left to go. Off the face-off, one here, Frederick. Carlo at the point, held it in. Pasternak doesn't know where the puck it was. Mikkola looking to clear it, cannot. Pasternak holds it in behind the net. Pasternak trying to send it out in front. It's still loose, and a jamming puck, and a save by Bobrovsky with 5:17 left to go. My goodness, a close chance there, and they all get together now. Boston looks red hot right now. The shots are 11-2, not 12-2. It looked like there was a shot there. Might have caromed off a skate. Still, shots are 11-3. 5:17 left to go in this first period. Florida, if they win, can eliminate the Bruins. Bruins, if they win, they force it back to Game 6 at TD Garden. We'll be back with more after this.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
Amerant Bank Arena, 1-0 Boston in the home of the Panthers. Can the Panthers come back from a 1-0 deficit? They got 45 minutes and 17 seconds to do so. Still early on in the game, the hits favoring Boston 14-12. 1-0 they lead. Morgan Geekie the goal. 1-0 Boston due to that goal. But Florida leads this best-of-7 series 3-1. Offensive faceoff for the Bruins. DeBrusk back to the point, held in. Pasternak rims it around towards the front of the net, trying to send for someone out in front. That no one was there. Zacha behind the net. Pavel Zacha will send it out in front. The shot was deflected, and Pasternak was getting hooked there, and no call. And kind of a miscall there. Bounced on Swayman, save there. They could call that as a shot on goal. Zacha moves it in. Will drop it back. They got to reset it. They got to send it back in. Forsling in his own zone between the circles in his defensive zone. Will start the breakout. Rodriguez pressured by Carlo. Rodriguez will send it in from center. Rimmed around. Carlo trying to clear it. It's Boston, and they will. They'll start the rush here. Van Riemsdyk. Brazeau behind them, trying to send it out in front for Geekie, trying to get his second of the night. In the corner instead, in the Florida zone. Florida looking to clear it. Luostarinen, and they'll start the breakout instead. Flipped it instead, though. Carlo with the puck behind the net. Carlo looking to move it up. Turned it over to Rodriguez. Behind the net now, Wotherspoon. Trying to get it out of his own zone. Pressured in the corner. Still pressured. No movement here. Less than 4 to go in the first. Referees are not blowing the whistles here. And a takedown there by Geekie. That's going to be a penalty on Lundell. Geekie is not liking it, but they're going to call that. They didn't like that. They said that was a penalty. And the Panthers back to the power play for the second time tonight. They didn't like that at all. So power play for the Panthers. Their second of the night. They're looking to get on the board to tie this game up at 1. Geekie took down Lundell on a cross check was the call. And, they're actually going to take both of them to the box. So actually it's not a power play. It's actually a 4-on-4. Questionable call there. Florida fans do not like that. That is... I thought that was just a penalty on Geekie. But they say that it was more than that. Fans don't like it here. Some fans rallying. We'll play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Then we got a minute and 46 of 5-on-5 again. Offensive face-off here for the Bruins. Or for the Panthers, my apologies. 8 points this series is Barkov, a career high in any series. Congrats to him. That is incredible. Pasternak moves it up for McAvoy. 4-on-4. McAvoy's out there with Pasternak. And Zaka couldn't get the pass there. Will that be an icing? No. They wave it off. Back to the point. Held in. Lindholm, the shot was blocked and taken away by the Panthers. A stretch pass. Trying to move it up was Reinhart. They say there's an icing with 3:20 left to go. $150 shots for the Panthers in this series. The Bruins have not even hit the triple digits. They're at 90. 333 shot attempts for the Panthers and 199 shot attempts for the Bruins. 111 slot shot attempts and 70 for the Bruins. Any categories has been low for the Bruins in this series. And that wasn't the case against Toronto. They went 7 as off the faceoffs, 1 here by the Panthers in the defensive zone. 4-on-4 with a minute and 30 left to go. Barkov lost the puck, and now Forsling takes it away. Forsling, a drop pass. The change here. Verhaeghe. Carter Verhaeghe sends it across ice. Here comes Tkachuk. Tkachuk, shot! Went wide of the net. Might have went high and wide. Might have grazed off the glove. DeBrusk moves it in with speed. DeBrusk in the corner. Near the board. Taken away by Verhaeghe, but held in momentarily, but Coyle sends it out to center. Peak with the puck. Still 11-4. The shots favoring the Boston Bruins. Peak moves it in onside. Peak sends it in deep. Rimmed it around with 55 seconds left to go in the period. Or in the 4-on-4, my apologies. DeBrusk holds it in. Rimmed it around, and Mikalo gets to the puck behind his own net with 45 seconds left to go. 2:30 left to go in the first period here in game number 5. That's the Florida Panthers looking to move it in. Rodriguez holds up. The shot just deflected just wide. Maybe never got a stick on it, but a close chance there. Rodriguez looking for the tip out in front. Zaka almost turned it over there. Pasternak doesn't know where he's going, and Montour will reset it for the Panthers. 4-on-4 with 20 more seconds left to go. Montour phantomed the pass, and now Forsling gets it. Leaves it for Barkov with 10 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Moving in. Barkov through the middle. Trying to get through the D, and he could not. Frederick takes it away, and Boston will just look to move it up. 4-on-4 about to expire here, and now it has. Full strength again with a minute and 45 left to go in the first period. Still the shots are 11-4. Out shooting the Florida Panthers by a considerable margin. Shot by Heinen deflected off a knee. Carlos sends it across at the point. Witherspoon the shot deflected up in the air and into the crowd with a minute and 27 left to go. 1-0 Boston, still on the Morgan Geekie goal. And they're up 1-0 due to it here in Boston, or in Florida. 1:27 left to go. In the first period, 1-0 Boston. They're looking to hold on, sending it back to Game 6 potentially. Or we'll see handshakes tonight. 13 points in the playoffs for Barkov, tied at third in the NHL. Behind the pass, centered out in front, bouncing puck. Still loose and is taken away by the Panthers. Lundell moves it through center. Lundell on side, on the rush, holds up, shot! Deflected off a body out in front. 70 seconds left to go. Behind the net, Lundell trying to send it out in front. Bouncing puck taken away by Geekie. And it's sent in. It was Coyle who sent it for Heinen. First period for Boston, the goal differential in playoffs +6. The rest of the game a -5. Boston is lucky they're up 1-0 here, but that is not a good stat going into the second period or the third. Wotherspoon moved it up, and it's cleared out of the zone off a flip. Taken away here. Geekie with a lot of speed. Shot! Saved by Bobrovsky. And it's cleared to the blue line and it's out of the zone. Here come the Florida Panthers with 30 seconds to go in the period. Bennett. The shot deflected up in the air off of gloves. 25 seconds to go in the period. Flipped out of the zone. Boston trying to move it up. Pasternak with the puck. Couldn't get the pass. It was intercepted by Tkachuk. 15 seconds to go in the period. Will they just hold on or try to do another rush? 8 seconds to go. On goal, so no icing. Swayman out the plate off the boards behind the net. 3 seconds to go. Held in. The shot was blocked. It went into the corner, and the period is over. 1-0 Boston. They lead after 20 minutes of play. An incredible first period for the Bruins. That's the end of the first. They outshot the Panthers by a considerable margin, but they have had trouble holding on to leads and when scoring first or 2 and 3, I believe. So, in these playoffs. So take that with a grain of salt. These Panthers looking to come back, trying to win game number 5 here at home, or with Boston forced to a game 6. We'll be back with more after this with the intermission report. Welcome to the first intermission report. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bruins here in Florida. The shots were 13-4 after the first period. They say Charlie Coyle with a hooking and Morgan Geeky with a cross-checking, and those are matching minor penalties. Lundell with an embellishment, so that's the reason why we had 4-on-4 around the end of the period. Faceoffs dominated by Boston. 61% of them have been won by the Bruins. 39% going to the Panthers. 0 for 1 on the power play is Florida. And the penalty minutes have been favoring Boston. 15-14 the hits favoring the Bruins. They're almost up to 30 hits in the first period. 7-2 the block shots favoring the Panthers. The giveaways favoring the Panthers 6-4, and the takeaways 2-1 favoring Boston. Boston outshot the Panthers 13-4, and they're looking to keep that on for the rest of the game. 4:49 into the first period. Morgan Geeky, his fourth of the playoffs, his second of the series, has made it a 1-0 lead on a backhanded shot. And it was not even a backhanded shot. It was such a nice move. He deked through the defense, and he deked in through Bobrovsky, and he just made such a nice move. And Nebraska and McAvoy get assists, their fifth assists of the season, or the series, or the playoffs, whatever you want to say, the playoffs. That's their fifth, both of them, fifth assist of the playoffs for them. And that was 4:49 into the first period. We'll take a short commercial break. When we back with more on the first intermission report. We'll talk about what happened last night in the NHL. We'll be back with more.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
We're back for the second period. My apologies. Second period as another 20 minutes on the ice. Can the Bruins hold on to a 1-0 lead going into the third? Maybe extend it. Will Florida get this game leveled at 1 and maybe potentially take the lead at this game? We're about to start the second period. Paul Maurice. Paul Maurice was trying to motivate the boys. I don't know why that's making me laugh that hard. It's not that funny. Coyle and Lundell at center. And the faceoff's won here by Lundell. Mikkola gets the puck as the second period has started here in Game 5. In the corner, comes free for the Panthers, looking to move it up. Sent in from Montour. Behind the net, Rodriguez trying to move it back to the point, but it was taken away here. Heinen moves it in, sent it in deep. Shot attempts are only 9 for Florida. Unbelievable. Second most in the period this series. 13 shots on goal for the Bruins. This has to be one of the fewest for the Panthers. Players with shots, 9 for the Bruins and 2 for the Panthers. So 50 seconds into the second period. Still no scoring changes. Still a 1-0 lead for Boston. That can be an icing. No, it was deflected on the way through, so no icing there. Still the shots are 11-4. Taken away here. Stolen away at center. Sent back in from center ice. Bobrovsky out to play it. Bobrovsky rimmed it around. It's moved up. Reinhart can't hold it in and went into the benches and out of play. Minute and 12 into the period. Faceoff comes outside of the Florida zone. The left of Bobrovsky, but not in the zone as Florida won the faceoff. Kulikov had some trouble controlling the puck. Florida trying to move it up. Here comes Weatherspoon moving in. Weatherspoon lost the puck. It's taken away here by the Panthers. They'll send it in from center. Minute and 25 into the second period here. Game number 5. Kulikov sends it across. The shot deflected. It was blocked out in front. Trying to get the puck, trying to shoot it, was Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe now in the corner will rim it around all the way around. As it's sent to the point for Kulikov. Not sent deep enough. Weatherspoon will take it away. And off the boards by Peak. Gives the start. Zacha moves it in. Could be a potential 2-on-1. The shot by Zacha was blocked on the way through by Kulikov. It was sent to the corner. 24th playoff game for Zacha, and he has no career playoff goals. Maroon behind the net, pressured by Ekman Larson, and Bennett as they're tangled up behind the net, trying to get the puck loose. Still in the skates, maybe. See if we get a whistle here at all. Still jammed up near the boards. It finally comes free for the Bruins in the offensive zone. Shot out in front. Might have been blocked in the way through. Beecher looking to set it up. Sends it across Lohrei. Lohrei blasts it. Saved by Bobrovsky. And it's cleared out of the zone 2 minutes and a half into the period. Beecher's back in. The shot was blocked on the way through. And Verhaeghe. Wow, that's going to be a penalty there. I don't know why Verhaeghe took that. He just scooped it up and threw it out of the zone. That is a dumb penalty by Carter Verhaeghe. Shots are 14-4 favoring Boston, and they're going to get the power play for the first time tonight. And that is such a dumb penalty by Carter Verhaeghe. Just threw it out, forgot to play with his stick, and that's a penalty and a power play. A big opportunity for the Boston Bruins, trying to make it a 2-0 game. trying to force it to game number 6 in Florida. Or in Boston, my apologies. Because we're in Florida for game 5. 1 for 11. 1 for the last 16 is Boston. They need a power play goal. McAvoy across the DeBrusk! And that might have hit the post. And it was stopped. 4 seconds into the power play. Let's look at that chance again. Look at this, DeBrusk. And it was deflected, actually. Never went off the post. 4 seconds into the Boston power play. A good setup there. Deflected off the defender's stick. Off the face-off, won by the Panthers. Bennett, not cleared. McAvoy, shot, saved by Bobrovsky. Forsling clears it. The drop pass from McAvoy to DeBrusk, who moves it up. Pasternak leaves it for Coyle, trying to return pass it to Pasternak. Poking at it, it's held in. Not for long as McAvoy, it bounced over his stick. Barkov pressures him as the Panthers are shorthanded. McAvoy almost covered it with his full glove. Barkov trying to take it away, and that cut off a valuable time on this power play for the Bruins. That pass couldn't connect from Pasternak. Pasternak has not done a good job here. Off the boards. Van Riemsdyk, Pasternak. Stretch pass couldn't connect. Will that be icing? No, they wave it off with a minute left to go on the power play. This power play has been atrocious. Behind the net, DeBrusk sends it back to the point. Pasternak holds it up. Pasternak holds up. Gives it across for Geeky. Back to Pasternak, holds it in at the blue line. Lorite back to Pasternak. Pasternak holds up. Sends it across. Off the mark for DeBrusk and taken away. Here comes a shorthanded 3-on-1, maybe a 2-on-1 now. As Stanley the shot deflected off the glove of Swayman. Brazeau now moves it up for Pasternak, who moves in. Can't get the pass and it's cleared. Not enough effort. Stanley pressuring Lorite with 23 seconds to go. It feels like every time Pasternak touches the puck, it's gone wrong. Lorite, a tough angle shot, was stopped. 15 seconds to go. Florida looking to clear it. Lundell, and he did. 10 seconds to go on the Boston power play. It's looking like no one's going to score on any of the power plays here. Lindholm couldn't connect with the pass for Geeky. It's cleared once again, and the power play is now over for the Boston Bruins as Verhaeghe's out of the box. We're almost 5 minutes in. Giveaway at center. Moving in. Bennett lost the handle as he was trying to make some moves. Lindholm. And it's cleared out to the blue line and out of the zone. Montour with the puck. Taken away. Sent in by Ekblad. Carlo. And they're looking to clear it. Montour held it in. 16-5. The shot's favoring Boston. A short-handed shot for the Panthers. Carlo, fan on the pass. As Bennett rims it around behind the net. Let it go through as Kachuk to Montour at the point. Montour to Kachuk. Verhaeghe, and now it's Montour for Verhaeghe now. Verhaeghe shoots, saved by the glove of Jeremy Swayman. And Pasternak's been acting weird in this series. This is unlike him. I feel like every play's made has not been able to go through, as here comes the shots on goal here on her screen. 16-6. Unbelievable. Still showing your shots on the goal. And Boston trying to force this back to TD Garden for game number 6, which is how many shots the Panthers have in this game. Off the face-off, one here. Panthers winning in the offensive zone. Rimmed it around behind the net. Rodriguez got taken down in the process. No penalty. Peak. Coyle was tangled up by Lusterinen. Lusterinen has a chance. He was poked off the puck. Lusterinen holds it in, though. A nice effort there. It's held in again, but is now poked out of the zone by Lauko. Here comes Coyle, who moves it up. Coyle's in. Drop pass. Heinen. Shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. And a little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. Mikkola, Rodriguez, Lusterinen, and Coyle and Lauko. And that separates quickly by the linesman. Steve Barton. .14:08 left to go in the second period. 1-0 Boston still here in Florida. They've held on to this lead since 4 minutes into the first period, basically. And they have not relinquished the lead. And Florida has not even gone to the double digits in the shot department on goal. Boston trying to take advantage of that, trying to go up 2-0 on this offensive faceoff. 12-11 the faceoffs won here by Boston, but now it's all even as Florida wins this one. It is cleared out of the zone by Florida. Lindholm will backhand it back into the zone. 6 minutes into the second period. Giveaway almost by Bobrovsky behind his net. The start, the breakout. Ekblad sends it cross ice. Could be an odd man. Shot! Saved by Swayman. With 13:48 left to go and a bit of tangling and pushing behind the net. Extracurricular activities behind the net. 13:48 left to go here in the second period. 1-0 Boston. And we'll go to commercial. We'll be back with more after this.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
13:48 left to go here in the second period here in Florida, Sunrise, Florida. Game number 5 of this best of 7 Eastern Conference semifinal. And the Panthers looking to eliminate the Boston Bruins. But at the moment, Boston has the advantage. Shots are 17-7, favoring the Boston Bruins. And that's been the case here for Boston. They have not been able to get much here. Or for the Florida Panthers, they haven't been able to get much here in this game. They've tried to make their opportunities count while Boston's trying to hold on for dear life. Paul Maurice was giving a message out here, and he was screaming at his bench during the commercial. You gotta, whoever wants to transcribe that, he was sending a message to the bench, and hopefully they step up the play. The shot into the glove. It was a bouncing puck. Tarasenko back to the point. Shot deflected. It's still loose. Barkov rebound, scores. Tarasenko has tied the game. And with 13:37 left to go in the second period, the Panthers have tied the game up at 1. A nice play, and the message was sent during that commercial break. Paul Maurice has sent a message, and it clearly worked out there as the Panthers have tied game 5. Wow. Barkov, the initial chance, and Reinhart. It looked like for a second it was Tarasenko, but it was Reinhart's goal. As he started celebrating Tarasenko like he got a goal or something. But this game is now tied up at 1. Reinhart with his 16th of his playoffs, career playoff goal. 5th of the playoffs of this series. Shot was blocked. Brazeau pressured Van Riemsdyk. Brazeau lost the puck. Here come the Panthers the other way. Trying to take the lead for the first time tonight in Game 5. Verhaeghe across. Shot! Saved by Swayman. An incredible stop to keep the Panthers off the board once again. And the message was sent clearly by Paul Maurice, and he has sent it really well here. Reinhart with the goal has made it a 1-1 tie in game number 5. Reinhart got the chance. It looked like Tarasenko might have had it at first, but no, it was always Reinhart. And from the angle from our view, since we're doing these on the TV, Florida has outscored Boston 15-2 after the first period in the last 4 games. From the TV, it looked like Tarasenko might have had the chance. Shot from the boards was blocked and into the crowd. With 13:01 left to go. So this message was sent clearly by Paul Maurice, and he has sent it really well here in game number 5. Started yelling at his bench in March 29th of 2023, Toronto, and that year they made it to the Stanley Cup final. Clear message by Paul Maurice. That's why he's been in the leagues for so long. 61-61 career playoff record, 5th most wins among active head coaches in the playoffs. 16 shot attempts, 11 off the rush for Florida. As Heinen looking to clear it, cannot. It's held in by the Panthers. Brazeau. And it's taken away here. Tripping. Lundell tripped his own guy. Frederick has a chance. And saved by Bobrovsky. It's covered by Bobrovsky. And a little bit of pushing and shoving behind the net. Holy moly. Close chance there for the Boston Bruins to take the lead once again. Trent Frederick with the chance. And that was all off a bad play by the Panthers. His own guy tripped him, and that's how Boston got that chance. Now the shots are 18-10. Remember when it was like 10-2? And now it is a 18-10 shot advantage for the Boston Bruins as Florida has come out to play here in the second period. They're looking to take the lead for the first time in game 5. Off the face-off one here, Kulikov. Ekman-Larsson moving it up. Can't clear it. Peak holds it in to the corner. Pressured. Frederick had 3 goals in the opening round. He has had none here in this series. One of the Florida Panthers got taken down behind the play. He looks okay. Ekman-Larsson has the puck now. Pressured by Maroon. And it's off the boards and off the glass. Starting to start the breakout. Turned over here of a giveaway. Maroon couldn't get the pass. And it's flipped out of the zone by Florida. Sent in from center. Off the stick of Jeremy Swayman, who slowed down the puck for Lohrei. 8 minutes of played here in the second period. Lauko trying to move it up. Boston couldn't get the chance. Barkov looking to clear it, and he does. Tarasenko pressuring. Now DeBrusk takes it away. DeBrusk takes it in. Moving it in. On the left side behind the net. Trying to wrap it around on his backhand momentarily. Now Barkov looking to move it up. Reinhart. Then he lost the puck. Then it's given back to Reinhart. Reinhart moves it in. Reinhart trying to send it across. It was a bouncing puck and it was intercepted a little bit by the stick of the defender for Boston. DeBrusk sends it in. Behind the net, Bobrovsky slowed it down. 11:20 left to go. Second period. It's cleared all the way down for an icing, I believe. No, it won't. It will be slowed down. So Florida does not take an icing there. Sent back into the zone by Boston. No icing. As it was deflected on the way through. That pass going to connect for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe gets it back, though. Verhaeghe sends it in from center. Rimmed around behind the net. Top line out there. The shot saved by Swayman. Shots are 18-11, favoring the Panthers. 62 goals this season, including playoffs, for Sam Reinhart, and that is the most in Florida Panther history. And my apologies to Sam Reinhart. I thought it was Tarasenko from the angle. It was not. Sam Reinhart has been incredible for this Florida Panther team, and he's proven that this season. Off the face-off is kicked out of the zone, actually, so they're going to kick out one of the Panthers. Now Lusterina's against Coyle. Face-off won here by Lusterina, but stolen away by the Bruins. Sent it in from the red line to the corner. Zacha pressuring Mikkola, and Brazeau couldn't get the puck. Ekblad moves it up. Ekblad through center, sends it in from the red line. Rimmed around behind the net. Rodriguez. Lusterina behind the net, trying to send it out in front. Pressured, so they couldn't send it out in front. Rodriguez stolen away. Zacha. Here comes Brazeau from center. Boston hasn't had a shot here in a while since that Trent Frederick chance. Rodriguez will send it in from center ice as we're approaching the halfway point of Game 5. If Boston loses tonight, they're packing their bags home back to Boston as they will be eliminated from playoff contention. Or from the playoffs. Halfway through the second and halfway through the game. Kulikov behind his own net. In the trapezoid. Taken away here. Bennett, the stretch pass. Shot by Verhaeghe was stopped. And behind the net. Tkachuk trying to send it out in front. A bouncing puck taken away by Coyle. Trent Frederick moves it up. Frederick moves it in through center. 2-on-2, now a 3-on-3. Drop pass in the middle. DeBrusk shot, scores! I think it was McAvoy with the chance. And the Boston Bruins have taken the lead. Charlie McAvoy. At first it might have looked like that was DeBrusk, but no. It is a 2-1 game as Boston leads once again. And Bobrovsky wants to argue about it because the stick might have gotten slashed out in front. I don't know if they want to review this or not. McAvoy got the goal. I'm so sorry again for saying the wrong name. DeBrusk, wasn't it? Unless this board comes off the board. This goal comes off the board. They're going to review it. It's a Florida challenge here. So hold up. I might not have to even apologize for this. It's a challenge by Florida. Let's see here. Oh, that just seems like he dropped his stick. And Bobrovsky was weighed out of the crease. And that looks like that's going to be standing here. We'll see what the verdict is. If they take a little bit here, it's Kazari and Remen, I believe. 9:35 left to go. It's a crucial part of the game here. Is if Boston wins this challenge. Oh, they're saying if it's offside. Oh, wow. I thought that for a second they were trying to look for goaltender interference. There's two sides to the story about this, maybe. Oh, my. Heinen, it looked like he got away from Bobrovsky. I don't know if he made contact or not. You could say the stick was in his way. You could say that. But is it enough contact? Will there be another Boston controversy? Will this come off the board with 9:35 left to go? We will see if we see a verdict here. But for right now, it stands for a 2-1 lead. $9:35 left to go. They're taking a little bit on this Kazari and Kyle Remen. They're looking at this in the Situation Room in Toronto. They're trying to look at every angle that they have here in the Situation Room. And multiple monitors. You could argue that Heinen's stick was in the pads and skates of Bobrovsky, but is it enough contact? Heinen gets away, and then it feels like I think Bobrovsky's stick was tangled up with. Okay, let's see from this. Oh, he slashed the stick out of his hands. Oh, you could make an argument on that. You could make an argument on that. For a second, I was like, why are they challenging this? There is 2 reasons. That stick in the skates. Oh, Ekman-Larsson's stick was the one tangled up. We have a conclusion. It is a goal. It stands, and there's going to be a power play for Boston. McAvoy will get the goal. The challenge fails. And they're going to be on the penalty kill. That's a crucial moment of the game there. So it does confirm a goal. And Bobrovsky lets that one in. 2-1 lead, and now a power play for Boston. Their teams are 1 for 5 this season when challenging goalie interference in this postseason. Boston was on the lucky side of this thing. So the first goal of the playoffs for Charlie McAvoy is 6th career playoff goal and a power play for the Boston Bruins. As Zakopousa will serve the penalty in the penalty box. So a 2-1 lead for Boston. McAvoy between the circles of recent goal scorer, not the Brusque guys. Coyle, and now Pastrnak who tried to move it up. Pastrnak and Van Riemsdyk will move it in. Van Riemsdyk pressured. Van Riemsdyk rimmed it around. Coyle to McAvoy at the point. McAvoy holds up. Coyle holds up again. Pressured by Stenlund. Stenlund looking to clear it. Here comes a shorthanded chance. Luostarinen moves it in. Luostarinen, the shot off the glove. And Coyle takes it away. Less than 9 to go in the second. 1:20 left to go on the power play. DeBrusk rims it around. That is DeBrusk now, as Coyle has the puck. McAvoy, DeBrusk, and that went off a body and skate, and that's cleared out of the zone. McAvoy will reset it. He has a goal, an assist, and 4 shots in this game. That's a drop pass here for Zacha. Zacha moves it up with 8:30 left to go. Geekie pressured. It's taken away here by Reinhart. Barkov, and now Reinhart. Shorthanded Reinhart pressuring McAvoy. Geekie will take it away, though. Pastrnak on the stretch pass. Can't get the handle. Turns it over instead. Reinhart, a shorthanded chance. Shot off the glove. A bad turnover by Pastrnak. And Florida's been getting the better shorthanded chances. Ekblad, a backhand save. And the play continues. This feels like a Florida rush and offense right now. 15 seconds to go. Zacha dropped it off for Geekie. Through center, he moves it in on side. Heinen pressured, and it's taken away here. Another shorthanded chance. Here comes Stenlund. Stenlund holds up, trying to send to the front. That's a penalty upcoming. With 7:36 left to go, and Lohrei is arguing his case. He better be quiet, because that could be a potential. Oh, they're saying it's a dive. Boston's saying it's a dive. They say it was a hooking on Lohrei, and we got a 4-on-4 for a second, and then a power play for Boston. Or a power play for the Panthers, their 3rd of the night after this 4-on-4. And Jim Montgomery is yelling about it. He doesn't like the call at all. Mason Lohrei a hooking. They said he dived. But either way, Jim Montgomery's still arguing about it, and saying he was agreeing with someone over there near the benches. 7:36 left to go in the second. 4-on-4 with a second left to go. And then the power play, basically a full one for the Panthers. Off the face-off, one here. And the power play has commenced. Zakopousa off the net. Out of the penalty box. Montour with 1:50 left to go on the power play for the Panthers. Reinhart gives it as Barkov was pressured. Cleared out of the zone by Lindholm. Montour gives it up for Tkachuk. Tkachuk will send it in. I don't know why I said Tkachuk that weirdly. Pressured Verhaeghe. And Verhaeghe's pressuring on the Boston Bruins D on this penalty kill. Verhaeghe and Barkov battling for it along the wall. 7 minutes to go. 2-1 Boston lead. Lindholm clears it out again with 1:20 left to go in the power play for the Panthers. Stretch pass for Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk looking to tie the game. Verhaeghe. Drop pass for Tkachuk. Back to Verhaeghe who let it go. Barkov behind the net for Reinhart who lets it go for Tkachuk. Kachuk sends it back to the point for Montour. Back to Kachuk. Sends it cross ice for Barkov. Holds up. Shot. Went wide of the net. Kachuk to Montour. The blast. Went wide of the net. Bounced off the end boards awkwardly. Shot. Saved by Jeremy Swayman with 6:29 left to go. On Verhaeghe with 53 seconds to go in the power play for Florida. The setup that Boston did not want for the Florida Panthers, and the Florida got it. Just couldn't put it home, and a great save by Jeremy Swayman. 6:29 left to go, 53 seconds left to go on the power play for the Panthers. The power play, top power play unit is off the ice, as they got a really good opportunity there. 53 seconds left to go. Bennett, Rodriguez, Ekman Larson, Tarasenko, and Lundell out there. Ekman Larson gets it for Lundell. Down low, Rodriguez. Bennett missed the net. Wow. Tarasenko moves it up. Pressured. McAvoy cleared out of the zone with 30 seconds to go. Florida looking to tie game 5. Ekman Larson behind his own net. Ekman Larson gives it up for Rodriguez. He sends it across. Less than 6 to go in game 5, second period. Behind the net, he let it go. Rodriguez gets the puck. Lundell rims it around. Lindholm can't clear it. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Back to the point for Ekman Larson. Sends it across for Rodriguez. Holds up, gives it back for Ekman Larson. The shot was blocked. Here comes DeBrusk on a breakaway. Short-handed now out of the box. DeBrusk, save, rebound. Oh, what a save by Bobrovsky. It goes out of play with 5:29 left to go. Oh, my goodness. What a save by Sergei Bobrovsky, who has kept the Panthers alive. 5:29 left to go. This close, DeBrusk to make it a 3-1 Boston lead, but denied by Sergei Bobrovsky, and in the rebound, holy moly guacamole on Frederick. Sergei Bobrovsky, you have been a really good goalie. Still a 2-1 game here in Florida with less than 5.5 to go in the second. We'll be back with more after this.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
We're back in Florida, 2-1 lead for Boston on a Charlie McAvoy goal. Not DeBrusk. I said DeBrusk got it. At 73 and 74 is so close. And I made a mistake there. And also on the Reinhardt goal, because it looked like Tarasenko. Swear he got the puck. He started celebrating like he had the goal and all that. My apologies on that. And the geeky goal was corrected. So. Still learning how to commentate, guys. 5:29 left to go in the second period. Reinhardt on a defensive zone face-off win. Comes to the shot. Save. Shot again by Lindholm out of play. Or no, it didn't go out of play. It was held in. And that's going to be an icing on Florida. 5:14 left to go in the second. Game 5 tomorrow. Dallas and Colorado will be covering that tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central p.m., 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Game 6 Thursday, New York Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina forcing it to Game 6. And if necessary, Game 6 for this series. And then Game 4 tonight of the Oilers and Canucks series. Behind the net, Barkov. They're down by 1 in Game 5. Florida trying to eliminate the Boston Bruins. Shot by Ekblad was blocked out in front. Barkov tangled up there. Barkov to the front. Reinhart denied by Swayman. What a tic-tac-toe play. Ekblad across. The shot saved by Swayman again. Back to the point again. Ekblad, the shot deflected over the net. And DeBrusk trying to move it up. It's cleared out to the blue line and out of the zone. 4.5 to go in the second period. That stretch pass couldn't connect. That's going to be an icing with 4:26 to go. Shots right now 22-18 in favor of the Boston Bruins. They have a 2-1 lead. 4:26 to go in the period. Off the face-off, not won by anyone. They got to reset it. 14 shots for the Panthers in this period, 9 for the Bruins, and they have the lead, 2-1. 4:26 to go. Off the face-off, one here by the Bruins. McAvoy will flip it out of the zone. Montour off the boards. Taken away by Montour again. Sends it across. Onside. Shot! Wide of the net. And Kachuk is held in by Mikkola. Rimmed it around. He let it go through Bennett. And it's taken away here by Boston. Van Riemsdyk got to get back on side. They don't. And with 3:58 left to go, it's offside on Boston. 2-1 Bruins on a goal by Geekie. Reinhart tied it. Not Tarasenko. Not DeBrusk, but McAvoy has taken the lead for the Boston Bruins. 2-1, they lead in Game 5. Trying to go back to TD Garden for Game 6.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
We are back in Florida. 2-1 lead for the Boston Bruins here. In game number 5, they need to win this game to stay alive and go to TD Garden for Game 6 to have a chance in this series. They had a 2-0 lead in game number 4. They blew it. The Florida Panthers won that 3-2. Stanley Cup playoff time. And the Boston Bruins holding on to a strand of bark. 2-1. They lead. A goal could be the deciding factor in this Game 5. Could be the deciding factor of any of these seasons. Could be a deciding factor in Game 5 for the Boston Bruins. Off the face-off one, Lohrei sends it in from center. Less than 4 to go in the second. Ekman-Larsson trying to move it up. Off the boards, taken away. Florida trying to tie the game for the second time tonight. Bennett sends it deep into the zone. Off a turnover, Stenlund. And then it's recovered here and almost Akaposo, I believe. Not Beecher moves it in as Ekman-Larsson can't clear it. Lauko. And that's cleared out of the zone. Lohrei And there's a whistle here with 3:25 left to go. Okposo almost had the biggest chance to make it a 2-2 tie, but could not, unfortunately, as they roll off his stick on the centering pass. Or a giveaway by Beecher. 3:25 left to go. Still 22-18, favoring the Bruins in the shot department on goal. Face-off won here by the Bruins. Off the boards, Boston sends it in deep. 3:20 left to go in the second. Montour can't clear it. Pressured off the boards. Frederick trying to get to the puck. Frederick has the puck in the corner. Taken away, turned over. Back to the boards again. Witherspoon will send it back in with 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Montour trying to move it up. Rodriguez on the rush now. 3-on-3 crossing the line. Rodriguez, the shot. On goal, saved by Swayman with 2:49 left to go. (22-19), the shots favoring the Bruins. Boston leading it 2-1 in Florida. Florida trying to tie this game, maybe potentially send this into potential overtime. Wouldn't that be interesting? Boston would have to win in an overtime situation to keep their season alive. But right now they have the lead and looking like they won't relinquish it. Barkov getting held off the faceoff by McAvoy. That's going to be sent all the way down for a no icing. Geeky pressuring him, and he beat the battle for the icing. Reinhart with a step. Reinhart's in. Reinhart made a move. Reinhart got a return. Barkov off the post. Oh, my. Ekblad. Tarasenko near the perimeter. Trying to send it across and went off his skates on DeBrusk. DeBrusk will send it in. Chipped it into the zone. 2:20 left to go. Florida this close to tying game number 5. It rang off the post for Barkov. Off the skate of Tarasenko. He moves it up. Drop pass as the Panthers, a miscommunication there. Barkov was trying to drop pass it for Tarasenko. He went for a change. 2 minutes left to go. Montour banked it into the zone. Held in momentarily. Comes out of the zone with 1:55 left to go. They got to touch up. Bennett moves it in. Sam Bennett trying to send it cross size. Got it back. Bouncing puck in the slot. Shot! Went over the net. Everyone got excited there, as that was a fluttering puck. And that almost went into the net. That would have been one of the easiest goals, or softest goals of these playoffs. Pressured near the boards. 1:30 left to go in the second. Still 22-19. The shots favoring the Boston Bruins. Montour can't get a stretch pass. Deflected, so no icing. 80 seconds left to go in the second. There's always been a last-minute goal in these second periods here in Florida. We'll see if we get that here again. We got one in Game 1 and we got one in Game 2. Will it happen here in Game 5? It's flipped out of the zone. Lindholm will send it in from center. Less than a minute left to go in the second period. Kulikov pressured as Lundell. Still pressured as well. Florida trying to tie the game. Flipped out of the zone. Rodriguez would have not been onside if that pass connected. 48.1, they whistle it down. What's up with that? We'll see. It might have been played via high stick. Let's look at this chance here. The give and go by Reinhart to Barkov right off the bar. Holy mackerel. And with 48.1 left to go, this puck, wow. That was something. That would have been one of the easiest goals I've ever seen. Off the face-off one here. Ekblad, my apologies. Ekblad sends it in. Behind the net, Witherspoon. Reinhart getting pressured. Reinhart comes free for Barkov. Reinhart has the puck. Lost it to Witherspoon. 30 seconds left to go. Boston trying to move it up for Pasternak. Turned over at center off a giveaway. 22 seconds to go in game number 5, second period. Tarasenko couldn't connect with the pass, but forcing off the boards. 15 seconds to go. Can they get a last-second goal in game number 5 to tie the game? Florida on an entry with 8 seconds to go. Was rimmed around behind the net. 5 seconds to go. Barkov trying to send it out in front. Pasternak has the puck. Will send it to the corner. That'll cut off the remaining time. And the Boston Bruins have a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes of play here in game number 5 as at the end of the second period. We'll see what happens here in Florida. Can Florida tie it and potentially send to a potential overtime? Or will Boston hold on and win this one to force it back for a game 6? We'll be back with more after this. Sorry for the little bit of delay there, but the second intermission report better start here. As after 2 periods of play, the shots are still favoring Boston. They have 22, Florida 19. A big push by the Panthers. They got 15 shots in that second period, 9 for Boston. And the faceoffs favoring Florida now. 0 for 2 on the power play are both teams. Hits favoring Boston 30-27. Block shots favoring Florida, and the giveaways favoring Florida, and the takeaways favoring Florida. Block shots 10-6 favoring Florida, 12-6 giveaways favoring Florida, and takeaways 8-2 favoring Florida. They're looking to get the next goal to try to tie this game up at 1 or 2. There's been 6 penalties here in this game. 4 resulted in power plays. Sam Reinhart unassisted. Not Tarasenko, my apologies. And not DeBrusque, it is McAvoy, his first of the series, or first of the playoffs. Matt Coyle and Frederick get assists on that. On the Reinhart goal, it was not assisted because it was off a rebound. Those goals came 2 minutes apart, and it's a 2-1 lead for Boston. Going into the third period, Boston trying to hold on desperately here to force it to a Game 6 back at TD Garden, where a potential Game 7 could happen if Boston wins a potential Game 6, but they got to win a Game 5 to force it to a Game 6. As we'll return to play in a minute. We'll be back with more as the third period is up next.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
We're back in Florida for game number 5. A 2-1 lead for Boston going into the third period. Game 5. Can Boston hold on and send it to Game 6? Or will Florida tie it and potentially go into an overtime? We will see. Third period about to start here in Sunrise, Florida. Can the Florida Panthers tie this game? We will see in the following moments. Third period about to start. The third about to start right now. There's a little bit of delay here. Lundell and Coyle on the face-off dots, and Coyle wins the face-off, sent in from center. A 3-1 series lead for the Florida Panthers. Looking to hold on here is Boston. That's going to be an icing 10 seconds in. Joe Sacco, the assistant coach for the Boston Bruins, looking at probably send them a message. 22-19, the shots favoring the Boston Bruins. Scoring chances favoring in Florida 7-6. And my thing's glitching. I apologize again on that. It's behind for some reason. I apologize again. There's a little bit of delay on my end of the broadcast, so I apologize. We'll wait up and sync up back where we were. So 10 seconds into the period, there was an icing there, and 2-1 Boston lead. As a shot attempts there favoring Boston, scoring chances favoring Florida. And my thing just wants to glitch on me, doesn't it? No, now it's all the way to the 19-minute point. Behind the net, it's taken away here. The shots are now 23-19. I missed like almost a minute of play there. I apologize for that. Tarasenko moves it up. Reinhart off the flip at center. Not high enough. Reinhart back on side. Tarasenko was holding up. Reinhart, a nice move. Shot saved by Swayman. Holy moly, was that a nice move. And he made an incredible stop on Sam Reinhart. A minute and 20 seconds in. Oh, my. That was a close Boston chance, though, that we just missed. Again, I apologize. A weird one right there. A weird save of a deflection out in front. Shots are 23-20, favoring Boston. They're looking to hold on here in game number 5. Off the face-off one here by Boston, and there's going to be a penalty on this, I believe. And the Panthers, I believe, will go to the power play, maybe. Yep, McAvoy to the box in a power play for, I believe, the 3rd time tonight. For the Panthers, can they execute and tie this game up? We will see. It is a questionable 18.5 minutes and more. That was a clear takedown on Bennett. Jim Montgomery still doesn't like the officiating, especially after game number 4 on that controversial tying goal by Florida. I apologize again. My thing is wanting to glitch on me at the worst times, at the worst places. I apologize again. We'll just wait till it syncs up again. So it's 18:37 now 18:36. Power play about to start here for Florida. This is Barkov in the face-off. Oh my, great. And we missed like another 30 seconds. Ooh, this TV's great. Ooh, my goodness. This is just a great TV. Verhaeghe's shot went wider than that. Kachuk has the puck. The shot deflected, save. Swayman. 17:54 left to go in the 3rd. A minute and 17 left to go on the power play for Florida. If this TV starts acting up, I'm going to change it during the intermission. Oh, great. Just great. What we needed. The TV to act up. Jim Montgomery animated behind the bench from those clips we just saw. Stolen away off a poke check. Here comes a shorthanded chance and a save by Bobrovsky. That was Zacco with the chance right there, shorthanded. Another shorthanded breakaway, given up behind the net. Barkov will chip it. Back to the point where it's held in by Verhaeghe. Rimmed around for Barkov behind the net. Thought he had a red one right there. Verhaeghe, a nice move. Verhaeghe, the shot saved by Swayman. And it's cleared down the ice. 40 seconds to go in the power play for Florida. Stretch pass for Verhaeghe. He rims it around behind the net. 35 seconds to go in the period. Or in the power play, my apologies. And it's cleared out of the zone. Less than 30 to go on the power play. And more than 3 minutes have passed here in the third period. Montour, the drop pass for Bennett. Sam Bennett scored the tying goal in game 4. Can he do it again? Lundell. Lundell gets crushed and sandwiched and cleared by Boston. And the Panthers are about to go 0 for 3 on the power play. This one a big one, though. They needed to tie the game, and they don't get one here on the power play. Pressure near the boards. Forsling trying to send it across. Is back at the point for Ekblad. Moving it around on cycle. Is it kept in? No. They rolled out of the zone. Forsling will send it back in. 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the third period. A 2-1 Boston lead. They're looking to hold on here. Peak moves it in onside. Peak to the net. Peak behind the net. Trying to send it out in front. Peak will send it back to the point. Holds up. Lori, the shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. With 16:05 left to go in the third. Short-handed opportunity. And it couldn't go. There is 3 people with Bob on their chest. There's a brick wall. Some weird fans in Florida, and I mean, it is Florida, so. 3 minutes and 55 seconds into the third period here in Florida, Sunrise, Florida, at Emirates Bank Arena. The defensive zone face-off here for Florida. They're going to reset it. This linesman just hates me right now because I just got to keep resetting my clock because they just find the face-offs not good. 25-22, the shots favoring Boston. Geeky in the face-off dot against Barkov, and it's won here by Geeky. McAvoy, the shot deflected just wide of the net. And Barkov looking to clear it. Pressure near the boards. Pasternak, a nice move. Pasternak lost the handle. And it's cleared out of the zone. Tarasenko looking to move it up on the rush. Forsling moves it across. The shot deflected. It was blocked on the way through. Boston could have an odd man. It's a 3-on-2 moving in. Now it's a 4-on-3. Geeky. Now it's 4-on-4. Maroon trying to send it out in front. Could not. It was blocked off a Florida defender. Ekblad drops it as a change here for Florida. Forsling will hold up between his own circles in front of the crease of Bobrovsky. Couldn't connect that stretch pass for Rodriguez, and he'll reset it near his blue line, new center. Here comes Lundell. Lundell will rim it around behind the net for Luostarinen. Luostarinen gets the puck back to the point for Ekman-Larsson, who sends it across. Kulikov had a handle on it. Sent it down low. Kulikov sends it back down, and it's cleared. Will that be an icing? No, deflected into the bench with 14:53 left to go in game number 5's third period. Can the Boston Bruins hold on and force it to a game 7? Or game 6, my apologies. I've said this so much times, I'm sorry. 5:07 into the third. A 2-1 Boston lead. They're looking to hold on here. Off the face-off one here by Kulikov. It's sent in by Ekman-Larsson. Rimmed it around Lindholm. Maroon can't get it out of the zone. It's cleared. And it will be sent all the way down for an icing. With 14:38 left to go. Jeremy Swayman has put a show here tonight. He's saved multiple grade A opportunities from the Florida Panthers, having a tough series so far. So many good chances for the Florida, and they haven't been able to bury it. Had a slow start. Boston looking to force us to a game 6 in TD Garden. Will Florida find a way to tie this game up at 2 with 14:38 left to go in the third? Verhaeghe wins the faceoff. One cleanly. Montour across. Shot! And it deflected out of play with 14:31 left to go. It always has to be a second ahead or before I stop the clock. 3-1 series lead for the Florida Panthers. Are looking to hold on. Trying to tie the game. Boston looking to send us to game 6. I've said this multiple times, but it's to be emphasized here. Boston needs to have a good goaltending performance by Jeremy Swim for the remainder of this game to try to hold off the Panthers from making a comeback here. Off the face-off one here. Montour holds up near the boards, rimmed it around. McAvoy got pressured off a hit. Coyle, now McAvoy flips it out of the zone. Montour gets to the puck. Shots is 25-22 still, favoring Boston. Luostarinen will send it in from center. Swayman out to play it, gave it away to Rodriguez momentarily, and then Frederick takes it away now. Coyle pressured, and now he gives it to Lindholm, his defensive buddy. Coyle moves it up, he'll send it in from the blue line. Frederick and now Lundell lost the puck. Lundell will move it up. 13:48 left to go here in the third period. Florida down 2-1 here in Game 5. If they win tonight, they'll move on to the Eastern Conference Final. We'll see handshakes here tonight at Emirates Bank Arena. If we don't, we might see handshakes in TD Garden for a Game 6. Forsling. 13:30 left to go. Forsling will move it up through center. Bennett can't get a connected pass. That's going to be an icing here. 13:24 left to go. Tomorrow night, Game 5, Avalanche Stars. Stars looking to close it out at American Airlines Center. We'll be covering that game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Held in. Peak. And then it's poked out of the zone momentarily. Geekie held it in. Geekie has a chance. Geekie trying to send it out in front off of bodies. Pasternak got taken down in the process. He's slow to get up. Still pressured in the corner. Now it's taken away here by Forsling. Forsling flips it out of the zone. And here come the Panthers. Verhaeghe drops it. On the rush, Tkachuk. Nice move. The shot deflected just wide. Verhaeghe had a chance right there. It was laying on his stick, and he had an open rebound. Behind the net, Verhaeghe, they say there's a penalty upcoming here, and I believe it's going against Florida. I believe it might have been a high sticking here, and I believe we're going to have a Boston power play. Yes, we will. And that kills all the momentum that Florida just had right now. There's a power play for the Bruins. Their third of the night. We'll be back with more as a power play for the Bruins could put this game at a distance and have a 2-goal lead. We'll be back with more after this as a high sticking on Ekblad.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
Back in Sunrise, Florida, Paul Maurice trying to send a message here to his guys to wake up. And the coaches have been really funny tonight with their expressions, their movements. It's just, it's like they're, I don't know. It's been a show behind the bench for both teams. The head coaches. Coyle moves it in on side. It's a third power play here for the Bruins. DeBrusk sends it back to the point. McAvoy across for Pasternak. Down low for Van Riemsdyk. Back to Pasternak at the point. Down low again for Van Riemsdyk near the corner. Coyle gets it again. Lost it to Lusterina momentarily. Trying to get the puck. It's cleared out of the zone by Kulikov with 1:15 left to go on the power play. Almost 12 minutes left to go in the third period. McAvoy. Boston has a 2-1 lead over the Florida Panthers. Florida leads the series 3-1. Coyle lost it. Reinhart was trying to go short-handed, but Zacha takes it away. Zacha will drop it back for McAvoy. McAvoy now will drop it again for Pasternak. Pasternak across ice for Geekie. Geekie moves it in on side towards the slot. Bouncing puck. Geekie will take it away behind the net. Zacha. Zacha behind the net still. Brazeau. Still lose Zacha in front. Geekie. Oh, what a save by Bobrovsky. Holy moly. That was a great opportunity all alone. Point blank. Morgan Geekie denied. Have a second of the night. Lori dropped it for Geekie. 18 seconds to go on the power play. Geekie gives it for Zacha. And it's poked away. Forsling couldn't get anything on that short-handed chance, but it's poked out at the center. Stenlund will give it back as Florida has the puck short-handed in their own zone. That'll kill off the remaining power play time for the Bruins. And Ekblad's out of the box. Ekblad bouncing puck. Lauko couldn't hold it in. That's offside with 10:41. Or no, they looked like they did whistle for a second, but they did not. Mikkola approaching the halfway point of the third. Someone's stick was lost there. I think it was Mikkola's stick. Bennett trying to send it in deep. Bennett trying to get through the defense. As Maroon now. Lost to the Tkachuk. Tkachuk to Bennett. Bennett will send it in. Lindholm has a puck. As it's sent back into the Florida zone. As Boston looking to play conservative here in the third. As we're approaching the halfway point, and now we are halfway through the third. Florida has half a period to go, trying to tie Game 5, trying to eliminate the Boston Bruins from playoffs. And could this game potentially go into overtime? We'll see. Lundell moves it in on the odd man rush. Shot went wide of the net. Rodriguez gets the puck now through the slot, bouncing puck, taken away here, and it's cleared out of the zone by Beecher. Lundell now reset here for Florida. Forsling has a chance. Forsling will move it up. And it's poked into the zone. No icing. It was deflected off a stick. 9.5 left to go here in the third period. Montour. Shot. Blocked on the way through. Was blocked. Rodriguez pressured. Near off the boards. And it's cleared out of the zone. Mikkola will send it in from center. 9:05 left to go in the third. Mikkola will send it in. On goal on Swayman. Swayman will cover it with 8:59 left to go in the third period. We'll take a short commercial break, but we'll be back. Morgan Geekie robbed by Sergei Bobrovsky on a potential 3-1 goal there, but it still stays 2-1 favoring the Boston Bruins. We'll be back with more after this.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
We're back in Florida, and it's a 2-1 Boston lead. Boston's trying to hold on to send it to Game 6 at TD Garden, and with 8:59 left to go here in the third. Florida fans still optimistic. It's a one-goal game. Off the face-off, one here by Boston. Looking to clear the zone, they do. Montour with the puck. Off the boards. Stretch pass. Florida moves it in. Barkov. Drop pass. Rodriguez lost it. Maybe a 3-on-2 of the Harry. Coyle through the middle. Got it poke checked away. Then Coyle will reset it here for Boston as they move back in, but poked away again. Here comes Florida. That's a trip. Clear trip, and I believe they're going to call it, and they will. 8:32 left to go in a big power play for Florida. Brendan Montour got tripped there clearly, and I believe that's going to be like the fifth opportunity for Florida in this game. They have not scored on one power play here. We will see what the call is. As the power play will be the fourth of the night for Florida. They have scored on none. They're 0 for 3. Boston's also 0 for 3. What a big moment in this game. If Florida were to score a power play goal, is it even going to be a... Oh, let's see here. There has to be a power play here. So power play for Florida, looking to take advantage, trying to tie the game up at 2 to potentially send this game into overtime. So Geeky goes to the box. It was a too many men call, they say. That was a tripping on Brendan Montour. So off the faceoffs, one here. 8.5 left to go. Reinhart. Verhaeghe near the perimeter, rims it around for Tkachuk. Tkachuk to Montour. Back to Tkachuk. Back to Montour. Montour holds up at the blue line. Gives it for Barkov. Back to Montour again at the blue line. The shot deflected just wide of the net. And that's going to be cleared out of the zone. Montour with 1:35 left to go on the power play. Moving in for Verhaeghe. That's onside, they say. Tkachuk centers it for Reinhart. Back to the Montour. Shot and a save. Rebound, Reinhart missed it wide. Everyone got up like that was going to be a goal. And Sam Reinhart just missed it wide. Montour drops it for Barkov. 7:40 left to go in the third. Verhaeghe, a power play with 1:05 left to go on it. Barkov in the corner. Pressured. Trying to fish it free was DeBrusk, and he does. And it's cleared down the length of the ice. Tkachuk now gives it for Reinhart. Reinhart through center. Reinhart trying to get through. Tkachuk. Bouncing puck. Verhaeghe has the puck now in the left circle. Trying to send it out in front. Reinhart has a chance, and he missed it wide again. Two missed opportunities by the same person, Sam Reinhart. Unbelievable. He has a goal tonight, and he has 7 shots, but he hasn't been able to put one in the net after his goal. The only goal standing here. 23 seconds to go on the power play, and Florida looking to go 0 for 4 on the night. Rodriguez to Bennett. Behind the pass was Tarasenko, and that is offside. My mouse just decided not to work. Two great chances. Let's see how Reinhart missed this one. Was it deflected? Oh, no, that's just clean. He just missed that wide. The 6th too many men penalty in the postseason for Boston, most in the NHL. 14 seconds to go on the power play here for Florida. That's the faceoffs one here. Ekblad sends it in from center. 6:40 left to go in the third period. Rimmed around. Is that cleared out of the zone? No, it won't. Ekblad holds it in. Power play still with 3 seconds to go. Lundell. This power play is coming to expire. Lundell to the front. Shot. Block. Got it back. Covered by Swayman with 6:26 left to go. Tomorrow we'll be covering Game 5. Dallas leads the series 3-1 against the Colorado Avalanche. Game 5 tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, and with 6:26 left to go, it is 2-1 Boston, trying to hold on to force it to a game 6 in TD Garden. Off the face-off one here by Forsling. Forsling, the shot was blocked. Got it back, and the shot went wide of the net. Lusterina to the front. Shots went wide of the net as well. Forsling will rim it around. Stanley lost the puck. Beecher gets it away now. Off the boards. Ekblad holds it in momentarily. Now it's in the corner. Ekblad gets it again. Ekblad got tripped up there. Should have been a penalty, but they don't call it. And that goes out of play. Will that be a penalty as well? I don't think it will, but that seems like 2 missed calls there by the referees. Officials tonight are Steve Kazari and Kyle Remen. Are they going to call this? I don't think they will. They won't. So a missed, could say 2 calls there on that play. Could have been a delay of game and or a tripping. And with 6:04 left to go, there's still time for the Panthers, but they got to work the offense. 26-24, the shots favoring the Bruins. That is clear to the line and out. Mikkola with less than 6 to go. Mikkola behind the net. Going to start the breakout for the Florida Panthers. They're trying to tie the game up at 2, trying to maybe send this game into overtime. Off the boards. Off a skate, and Mikkola has to reset it for the Panthers. Boston poke checking there. Van Riemsdyk, and he lost it. 5:30 left to go. Barkov sends it across. Reinhart in front. That pass couldn't connect for Barkov, and in front. Across. Reinhart gets the puck with 5:20 left to go. Sends it to the point. Forsling sends it across. Holds up. Ekblad, the shot deflected, and it went wide off the outside of the net. 5:10 left to go. Reinhart holds it in momentarily. It's taken away here. 3-on-2. Zaka sends it across. Brazeau with a lot of open room. Brazeau, the shot! Missed it high and wide. With less than 5 minutes to go in the third. Two, 1 Boston. They're holding on with less than 5 to go in the third. We'll be back with more after this.
Welcome back to the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs on Max Hockett 19 Sports.
4:59 left to go in the third. 2-1 Boston. They're holding on. Florida looking to tie this game and try to send this into overtime. 26-25, the shots favoring the Boston Bruins. As the Panthers fans are still here. None had barely left. DeBrusk. Lindholm holds up, sends it deep. Bouncing puck in the slot. Just missed a shot wide. Rodriguez with 4:50 left to go. Sends it across. Forsling with a lot of speed. Forsling, the shot. Saved by Swayman. That's an easy one and a little bit of a scrum out in front. 4:43 left to go in the third. And Boston is up 2-1. Off the face-off, one here by the Panthers. Montour, the shot just went wide of the net. Ekman Larson in the corner. Barkov with 4:30 left to go. Montour back, let it go was Barkov, and Wotherspoon will look to flip it, and he does. Bouncing puck, and Reinhart moves it up. 4:20 left to go in the third period. Bouncing puck, and here comes Barkov. Held in by Reinhart, who sends it in deep to the corner. Wotherspoon, and it's cleared out of the zone. 4:05 left to go in the third period. Ekman Larson sends it in from the center line. Less than 4 to go in the third. Coyle moves it up as Pasternak lost it. Pasternak gets it back, and the shot was stopped there by Bobrovsky. He went out to play it. Might have been a bad play. DeBrusk behind the net with 3:43 left to go. To Lindholm, the shot deflected and was blocked. Tkachuk, and it's cleared out of the zone. Kicked away by Boston. And a misplay there in front. Pasternak denied. It went behind Bobrovsky. Oh my goodness, and they're trying to jam at it, and it's covered with 3:23 left to go, and a bullet dodged by the Florida Panthers. .323 left to go. Look at this chance. A turnover by Sam Bennett, and Pasternak, the move, it just went through the 5-hole, and Bobrovsky covered it. That's some luck if I've ever seen one right there. Could be the game-winning stop. Could be a potential stop that could force this game into overtime if the Florida Panthers tie this game. We will see. Pasternak shaking his head after that one. 3:23 left to go off the faceoff. Shot by McAvoy was stopped. Becomes a question when Paul Maurice wants to pull the goaltender here. 3:11 to go, and they whistle it dead. Might have been an icing, so we might have to go back all the way down to the Florida zone. And this is not helping Florida right now. They need a goal with 3:11 left to go, or they will go back to a Game 6 at TD Garden. 2-1 Boston leads. I feel like this is going to be an action-packed 3 minutes and 11 seconds in this game. Might be more. (28-26) the shots favoring the Boston Bruins. Off the face-off one here, third period, 3:09 left to go in the third period. Shots are 28-26. That's going to be an icing, I believe, on Boston with 3:05 left to go. And this becomes a question, will they pull Bobrovsky? It is an icing, and they will look like they're pulling Bobrovsky. So an empty net for Florida with 3:05 left to go. Ooh. I don't know. That was deflected off his stick. I think that might have been deflected off his stick, but either way, Florida gets the icing call. 3:05 left to go. Florida with the empty net trying to tie the game. The top people out there for Florida. Verhaeghe at the point with 3 minutes left to go. Shot was blocked to the empty net, deflected. It is going down length of the ice. It was deflected, so no icing. Verhaeghe with 2:50 left to go in the third. Verhaeghe will send it in. Off the boards, off the back. Barkov trying to hold it in. He did. Rimmed it around behind the net. Tarasenko wasn't on the same page. They held it in still in the corner. Tarasenko rims it around behind the net for Tkachuk. Tkachuk to Tarasenko, trying to send it out in front. Tkachuk gets it back to the point as it's held in by Verhaeghe. It's rimmed around now for Tkachuk. Behind the net, Barkov in the corner. Barkov with 2:27 left to go in the period. Florida trying to tie the game. 2:20 left to go here in the third. Held in by Reinhart off a clearance by Boston. The shot was blocked. It broke his stick. Lundell off the bench. Verhaeghe, the shot was blocked. Montour behind the net. Tarasenko trying to feed it out in front. A bouncing puck. It's taken away here. Verhaeghe. Shot. It was blocked. Rebound and it's stopped. Oh my goodness. Jeremy Swayman made a great stop with 2:02 left to go. They're holding on with dear life. And a great shift for the Florida Panthers. I believe they might want to take a timeout here, trying to rest their top guys. Swayman coming up big with an empty net for Florida. Montour the backhand. Oh my, that was close. 2:02 left to go. Florida fans standing. No goals in this postseason, 6v5 for the Florida Panthers. There's a timeout being taken here by, I believe, Florida. 2:02 left to go in the third. Let's hear our insight from our co-commentator. He said it's a thumbs up. What do you think Florida needs to do to tie this game? He said they need to score. How smart is this analyst here that doesn't talk? The timeout's probably over now, and then still an empty net for Florida. 2:02 left to go. Can they pull off a last-minute tying goal? The most stressful. Game 5. Crowd rallying here. They want to see this game go into overtime. 2:02 left to go off the faceoff. One here. McAvoy to the loose puck. Less than 2 to go. Clears it to the blue line and out. Reinhart with 1:54 left to go. Sends it in from center. Montour off the blast. Verhaeghe holds it in. And then McAvoy clears it out to center. Bouncing puck. Montour needs to handle it, and he does. Reinhart with the puck. 100 seconds to go in the third. Swayman out to play it. Almost misplayed it, and he gave it to Reinhart behind the net. Tkachuk. Verhaeghe now. Rims it around. Let it go. Bouncing puck to the point. Held in. Bouncing puck is cleared out of the zone with 1:25 left to go. Florida needs to get set up here and quickly. 80 seconds to go in Game 5. Can Boston force it to the Game 6? Barkov, the shot! Off the blocker. Might have went off the post. And it's cleared up in the air. Tkachuk sends it wide. 55 seconds to go. Shot was blocked. A minute left to go. Pressured Heinen. Can't get the puck. 55 seconds to go. Tangled up in the corner. McAvoy pokes it out. Pasternak gets it out of the zone. That's going to be an icing on Boston with 48.4 left to go in the third. Can Florida tie the game? We will see. And McAvoy looks a little bit injured here. Looks a little roughened up from Verhaeghe. McAvoy was kind of interfering him. 48.4 left to go. Can Florida do it? Can they tie the game? It will be a crazy late tying goal if they do so. Barkov off the faceoff one. Reinhart shot was blocked. Reinhart trying to get it back, and it's cleared out of the zone. 42 seconds left to go in the period. Barkov will send it in from the blue line. Less than 40 to go. Carlo can't get it. Brazeau can't clear it. And it's cleared out of the zone by Boston. Will be another icing. No, it wave off. 30 seconds left to go in the third period. Can Boston hold on for a game number 5? Bouncing puck. Cleared out of the zone. That's going to be another icing, I believe. How much time left on the clock? They say 20.2. And Florida has 20 seconds and 2 milliseconds to try to tie this game up at 2 with an empty net on the other end. Florida fans praying for the best. Trying to tie the game up. Trying to send this into overtime, basically. Bobrovsky on the bench. Top people out there for Florida. Barkov, Tkachuk, Reinhart out there. Off the faceoff, one here. 15 seconds to go. Shot by Verhaeghe went wide. Off the end boards. 14 seconds left to go. To the front. Shot went wide of the net by Lundell. 7 seconds to go. Shot, rebound denied. Swayman denied him with 4 seconds left to go. They still got time. It's cleared out of the zone. It's over. Boston's going to send it to a game 6. Florida had thrown everything to the net, and Jeremy Swayman comes up big. They'll force a game 6 at TD Garden. Boston holds on with a 2-1 victory here in Florida. Reinhart was denied on a chance right there. Stick save. 2-1. Boston wins. We'll be back tomorrow with Dallas and Colorado.